different oops methods. Okay, the first one is I just want to like so far whatever we have had, right, we had method, right? For example, def method name and then self, correct? Self is the first parameter, right, in the classes. So any class having anyway, like let me explain that, no problem. So first one is class method. So when I say class method, let me have a notes first of all for all three notes. Class method. Class method means it's a method. It's a method that belongs to it belongs to the class, not not to the instance, which is object. Instance, yeah, and it takes. So instant method it takes self as a parameter, right? In class method, it takes CLS as the first parameter. Representing class itself. Got it? That's clear, huh? And um, decorator name is at the rate class method. So decorator at the rate class method to be used. Okay, got it. Let me give an example so that it would be very helpful actually. So let's say if I create class, think about a person class. So person class and person has name, for example, let's say attribute equal to person name. For example, let's say Kumar Makala. Okay. So when it comes to this, right? So this is a class method or instance method, guys. Sorry, class attribute or instance attribute. It's a class attribute, isn't it? Because we just directly had a variable defined, a equal to sorry, age equal to Kumar, not age, right? Name, for example, say name equal to Kumar Makala, right? Now, so this is a class attribute, right? And if you want to change the class attributes, so class method to be used. You got it? Don't worry, I'll give the difference. Okay. Now, in order to do it, let's say change uh change person name. So as mentioned, what is the first argument? CLS is the first argument. Got it? And if you want to change the person name, what is I need to pass new name. What would be the new name, right? Got it. See? And as you are clear that when I mention CLS is what? So CLS is representing the class name. Got it? And if you use CLS dot new CLS dot name, for example, which means that you are updating the class attribute. And for this, what we use is we use a decorator called class method decorator. And CLS dot name. CLS dot name equal to name. Got it? Okay, this is how we can create. See, what is a class method? A class method, it is a method that belongs to class. So here, for example, this is a class method, guys. Okay, so a class method is a method which belongs to class itself. Okay, and it is not belong to instance or object. You got it? And when it comes to the class method, it takes the first argument as CLS, which represents class itself, which representing class itself. Now you're fine with the definition. So here this is a class method. See, it's a method, right? It is a method which belongs to class itself and not to instance or object. And the first argument of class method is CLS, which represents class itself. CLS represents class itself. And when I say like CLS dot name, which means that which means that this name. You got it? Yeah. CLS dot name means which names you are trying to update this name. Now what I'll be doing is let me let me execute somewhere. Let's say take this example and take here new name, right? It should be new name. Got it? And now if I want to change if I want to change, so how I can change? So here, see when we create instance generally, then it will become instance. Let's say if you do a how you can create object actually, object of the class. You're doing like let's say person. Guys, got it? This is how we are creating object, correct? But when it comes to class method, right? So we don't need to create an object because why? The class method is only meant for class itself, right? So you don't need to create. Instead, what you can do is what's the class name? Person. Person dot what's the method name? Did you see this? When I since I do since I just I am using class name itself, class name dot. So it when I put dot, right, it will it will display all the available all available methods and attributes, not methods actually, yeah, available attributes and methods of class itself. So here name is class method only, class attribute only, no. And if you see dot change person name, so change person name also class method only. That's where it is showing. Got it? And if I pass some new name, for example, let's say now John Doe. Got it? So now this got updated, right? Did you see this? It got updated. And when you want to print it, when you want to display this information, guys, this is most likely we don't use in the application, but interview perspective, these people ask actually. Got it? That's where I was kind of concerned about this. Yeah. Now, did you see this? What happened? See, what I have done here is I created a class person, and it has one variable or attribute, we can say name attribute, which has Kumar Makala, and it has a class method. So class method only meant for class itself, and it here the first argument of CLS represents class name, right? Class name dot name equal to new name. So at line number 9, what I have done is I have used the class name. Class name is, see here, class name. I have class name dot change person name, right? So here we pass at the updated name, new name, right? It went ahead and here it takes the name, and CLS, as you are as it is clear, since I am passing this class here, class name, right? It takes a class name here. This name becomes class, and person name dot name equal to, like that it happens. But in general, so we do write like this in the class method. And when you want to update something, so person dot change name, the person name change person name, this is a what method name, right? And I have passed the new name John Doe. Got it? And if I go ahead and trigger this, it should display John Doe as a class attribute name. Got it? Huh? So before also print person name dot name. So this is before updating our original original name is this. Got it? And after updating the name. Got it? Yeah. Now when I go and trigger this, guys, did you see this? So original name is originally it is a Kumar Makala because we defined original class name is Kumar Makala, and using this class method. See here we had a method, right? I updated using this method. You got it? So class attribute I kind of updated. See, you are sure right? Self dot age equal to something, self dot name equal to something, which are those all are instant attributes, and this is a class attributes. Clear? Huh? Do you understand how we used to write a class attribute and instant attribute? So since instant we already know, but anyway I'll give one more no recap of it. But you need to understand how the class method to be used. It is basically to work with only the class information only, and it is not only it is not meant for object or instance. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Still on this? Are you good? Fine, huh? Yeah, sure. So hint hint is what we have done is or task, right? Task is uh, task is updated the changed the class, changed the class attribute, change the class attribute. This one name name to new name using guys. If you even if you give the same example in the interview, that would be great, guys. Got it? Clear? Huh? So if you give this example, this is pretty much enough. By explaining the definition, a class method, right? I think I repeated multiple times, and it makes you more bore actually if I repeat one more time. But this is how it is. All right, got it. So let me move on to next method. The next method is static method. So name itself static. Static means what? Like stagnant, right? So yeah, let me give a definition. I want to yeah here. Static method does not take CLS or self as its first parameter. Okay, it is a method that does not need access to any instance or class level access. You got it? See, when it comes to instant method, we used to pass a self as the first parameter. When it comes to class method, we are passing CL as the first parameter. But for a static, we don't need to pass anything, guys. Static means it does not require any self or CLS as the first argument. Okay, and this is it. And to define or uh, how we can define static method third using at the rate static method decorator. Got it? So here at the rate class decorator name, yeah. At the rate class method decorator. See, whenever the name starts with at the rate, right, which is a decorator. Okay. Define class method using at the rate starting method. Define define class method using at the rate starting method decorator. Got it? And I can give a basic example. Let's say, think about mathematics, right? So performing some addition. So um, let's say calculation, right? CL is the sorry, not define. It's a class. Class. CLS is the class name. And so for doing addition and all, right, I don't need any class or instance, right? So I can directly pass values, right, directly. So that context I can directly pass like this. At the rate method name is at the rate static method. At the rate static method, and say df. What is the method? Add, for example. So add input one. For doing addition, we need two, right? Input one, comma input two, for example. Got it? And these two, and return. For doing addition, what we need to do? Input one plus input two. That's it. Guys, that's it, guys. When it comes to this method. And in order to work on this, so let's say result equal to uh, class name cls dot, what is the method name? Add. That's it. So when it comes to the add function, so add method, it had a static method, which means that it does not require a self or a CLS as a first argument. Got it, huh? And here, let's say 10, 20, right? Print result is result. So makes sense, huh? That's it. Oh, result is result. I didn't pass the right. Got it. See? And for example, in this case, so let's say if I change static method to class method, for example, no, I'm just giving heads up, then it will cry. Did you see this? Take exactly two position arguments, but three were given. You got it, huh? So how three were given actually? So since I made this is a class method, right? Class method means what? It required what here? CLS, right? Since I didn't pass, that's why it is crying. You got it? Now did you see how I changed just like that, jump from static method to class method? Did you understood how it is working? You need to see, guys, once you start experimenting, then only you'll come to know. When you start experimenting, oh, okay, so what if I change to static method? What if I change to, instance method? So those things, those questions should come from within you. Understood? So then only you'll understand. Clear, huh? Right? And if I trigger this, it should be result is 30. So does this make sense to you? What is the static method? So static method means simply in a simple in one word, what you should see for any method, right? Class method should take CLS as the first argument. Static method, it will not take CLS or self as the first argument. Instance method or object method, it takes the self as the first argument. These three things you should understand. And currently, whatever we have learned so far or used so far, the methods, right? Those all are self methods. Sorry, instance method. Instance or object method so far. You got it? With self, we have used, right? This many days. You created a constructor with self dot name equals something like that. Yeah. Let me give a one more heads up on the instance method. Yeah, instance or object method. We got it. So take anything. Let's say take same person only, right? And so we have in it, right? And one second, since I'm giving notes, right? Let me make it more clear so that when you're referring, it will be easy for you. Instance method is a method that works with instance of the class. It takes self as the first parameter. It takes first self as the first parameter, and self represents self represents instance or object reference. Clear, huh? Uh, using uh, using this using this we can modify using this we can modify the instance attribute. Got it? Don't worry, I'll give you a proper, this is also more clear. Yeah, it's important that instance method is, it works with instance of the class, and it takes the first parameter of the self. Self is the instance or object reference. That's what you should say. Understood? So let me give an example. Same, for example, take a person. So person has what? Person has person name and person age, right? For example, let's say df. Think about a constructor. So constructor is this, and we had as self, right? So and person has name, right? So think about, yeah, name comma age. Got it? Self comma name equal name, and self comma age equal to age. You got it? Yes, that's it. This is the same example you can use. And say, and here, the df get person name, get name, for example, self, right? And here, see, written self dot name, df get age, get age, written self dot age. Guys, clear, huh? That's it. Instance method, right? So we need to follow certain standards, no problem. Yeah. So here, guys, what we were doing. So we are working on instance method, right? In our instance method, we need to create a instance for this particular class. Yeah, instance or object for this class, right? Let's say uh, person name, for example, Naveen, right? I'm creating a person object. So my object name is Naveen, right? And so I created from the person class. And for this one, how many arguments required? Two arguments required because name and age. Yeah. And say here, oh, name. Name is Naveen and age is 25, for example, right? And so that's it. So I created one object. So now when I do this, what must have happened? So we created a okay. Oh, what happened? Person person takes no arguments. No, it should take because it is a constructor. No, one second. So yeah, this is a constructor, right? In it. Oh, there is a mistake. No, did you find it? So I instead of saying uh, no problem. Yeah, got it. So in it, right? So no, that's okay. See, when we got stuck, right? Immediately we should look for the typos only because we are typing, no, right? No problem. So now the object is created. So by using this Naveen object, I can access. See, this is object, right? By using this object or instance, right? By using this instance, I can access name and age. You got it? So say print name is Naveen dot name. Got it? Print ages Naveen dot age. Yes, clear, huh? So when I do this, did you see this? I can access. See, by using this object itself, right? By using this object, I can access this object or instance, right? By using this instance itself, I can access, you know, attributes of instance here. So these are the instant attributes, right? Yep. So by using the object reference, or instance reference, I tried accessing the name and age of it. Yes, clear, huh? So I think what you can do is, since these three are very important, and this is a damn sure interview question, guys. Clear? This is a really damn sure interview question. So what my expectation would be is you can do one thing. So take a one paper, for example, let's say in the same page, you can make it a rectangle shape, for example, and take two lines, like you can make two lines, and one place you have a class method, one place you have an instance method, and last you have a static method, and you should write the definitions. You should write the definition, and you should write the example for each. You got it? So that it will be more easier for you when you're referring, right? It is easier for you. Hey, I think I updated in wrong. Did I update in the wrong place? No, right? I think we are good. Right, right. No, I can give right